Alright guys, today we are going to be doing my freewheeling lasagna. Okay, this is going to be I'm not going to use all these ingredients, in other words, completely, but what we have here is, this is hot Italian sausage taken out of the case and then just fried up in a saute pan. This is ground beef with some 1 clove of garlic, minced up really fine and drained all the grease off of it. This is just some chopped tomato, some mushroom. This is a mix of onion, green pepper, yellow pepper, and red peppers. Just variety. Whenever I use peppers, I always like to use different colors. Some black olives. Part of the sauce I'm using is the Hunts Italian sausage. It's just because of the price. It all works. It's to me, sauce, it's great to make it straight from tomatoes, but if you're just going to focus on all the other items, then the sauce is kind of just to keep it all together. Oregano I'm going to use for layering. Onion powder is used with the meats, and garlic powder as well. I used when I was cooking up the meats. Lasagna. This is the I'm not completely sold on this stuff yet. What I normally use is, I can get some for you. What I normally use is this particular, just an uncooked lasagna like you see all the time. But I'm going to try something different and try this. You just layer it and then cook it, and it cooks in the pan that you're using. I'm also doing something a little bit different as well. I'm going to be using this small, I guess you call it a bread pan. Now you see you have a little liquid in there. What I have is olive oil around the whole sides and bottom, and in the bottom of that you see that red liquid. That is just a little leftover tomato juice that came from these tomatoes. So I just put a little bit of that in there. You always want to make sure that your lasagna is not going to stick, so that's why you coat it nice and easy. So basically this is what I have to put it together, and then I'll show you what it looks like in stages, I guess. Okay, so first layer. You see I have added a couple more things to the table here. My sauce, which I've heated. I have some Parmesan cheese grated, and I have some mozzarella cheese as well. So one layer in there, and of course these are like, I don't know, it's the same thing. It's basically a noodle. It's hard, but it's at a consistency so that it will cook in your makeup. So first thing I like to do, just a little bit of sauce. Not a lot. It's going to spread. The more you put on there, the soupier this stuff gets. Now, I always go with start with the lighter seasoned stuff. You don't have to use a lot. You just kind of even it out. You see how finely, how fine the ground beef is. It's not in big chunks like meatballs and stuff. Okay, so just a simple layer like that, and then we'll just continue alternating different flavors, and you just go crazy with it. So I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Okay, so where we are right now is we have 5 layers, alternated different ingredients from the hot Italian sausage to the ground beef that was sauteed up with some garlic. The different types of cheeses. This is straight store-bought mozzarella, pre-grated, and this is grated imported Pecorino Romano cheese that I've alternated in between the layers as well. The green pepper, red pepper, yellow peppers, black olives, and mushrooms throughout the whole thing, layered each top. Now this is what I do for the final step. Basically what I do is I seal it with cheese. Okay, not just the top part, but all the sides as well. Now, yeah, it's a lot of cheese, but it really makes a difference. I don't necessarily need to have a crusty crust on the thing, so I'm just going to finish this up and then you know, give you some idea of how I make my lasagna. Baking time, you know, maybe, I don't know, an hour. I don't know. I just keep an eye on it and kind of wing it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. After I get done putting the mozzarella on the top like this, I'm going to go with some of the Romano and sprinkle it over the top and then in the oven. Okay folks, this is it. This is after about 50 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees. It's got a nice crust on the top. I'm pretty pleased. If I was to see, it's soft on the top, but it is sealed very good. I like how it's turned out. Now, the key to this, in my opinion, of lasagna, is you really want to let it sit. You know how they say that chili is best the next day, if you will? Well, I would say lasagna does the same type of thing. So I'm not going to cut this. This is probably good for about 2 servings. You know, if you split it right down the center here, you could have a good two portions. Of course, my portion is pretty much the only one, so this will be a 2-meal deal for me. But yeah, I'm pretty excited as to how it's gonna taste. The big thing is with the noodles, when you cut into a lasagna, you want to be able to take it out like a piece of cake. So you don't want it to fall over. Leaning Tower of Pisa, whatever, to you know, you really want it to stick together. So the deal is that you want this to set. So now I'm going to just leave it like this, and not going to cover it with anything. I want some moisture to come out of it, and what that's going to do is going to keep it together. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm sure it's going to taste great, and if anybody wants some specifics, just look down below in the video, and I'll show you what the amounts, ingredients, and maybe a little bit on how I prepared it. Description. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Again, I do a lot of different things on my channel, and you know, this is just one more recipe cooking thing, but I do a lot of different things. So if you like the video, subscribe, like it, please go ahead and leave comments. Maybe I'll do another video on a different variant of the lasagna, but I hope you liked it. Thanks.